Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of All the Mods 10. It's your boy Nikoneus back. Another episode from ADD Gaming. We're gonna have some more ADD stuff today. We're gonna be doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a lot of kind of housekeeping today. It's just going to kind of be okay. We're going to be setting, some stuff up, getting stuff ready for auto crafting and building and doing things like that. Um, go over a couple things here. Hope everybody's having a good day. Today, we're going to make some growth accelerators, some more. See about making more lily pads of fertility. We're going to be making storage upgrades, lots of those, because we're going to need them. I did make a infusion pylon that has ancient knowledge on it. The killer thing about that is if you look at experience gained. So right now, 24/7, I'm gaining 1,125% experience. Absolutely amazing. So that's going to help us in doing a lot with the weapons, with the apotheoso modifications, things like that. So I'm working on them. So this one gives me 5.5% loot pinata. Enemies below 21% max health will be executed. It gives me a boost to ancient knowledge. So when I get hit, I get ancient knowledge. This one has crit damage, crit chance, current HP damage, and then I've added crit chance, crit damage, 4 levels to existing sharpness, and then attack speed. I'm trying to get that up because the axe is not super fast, but it is powerful. 40.5 base damage. So if you look at my crit chance, I'm at 104. Crit damage is 464. Sorry, that's for the sword. If I go to the axe, I'm at 109 and 450. So just a little bit less crit damage. But we haven't gotten everything set up. The biggest thing that I'm working on is I need to get like the crit damage maxed out. And to do that, remember, we put it in this machine. You select the one that you want. So current HP damage, 22, 25 is the max. Crit chance, I'm at 54. Technically, I can go up 1 more percent. This one, I'm at 29. I can go up to 40. Well, I need to have 225 levels to be able to take that up to the next level. Okay, let's go see my mob farm. I have one of wither skeletons. I have one of ancient knights, blaze, regular skeletons, and zombies. All of these are maxed. All of them. Oh, that one doesn't have echoing. I'll have to work on that one, but this one doesn't have echoing. That's the only difference. Other than that, all of them are pretty much maxed. Oh, that one's initial health is still at 40. I have pointed dripstone just being... There we go. Initial health, 20%. And then my bag of all the stuff. So if I want to make a new one, nice thing is, so right now I'm at 189. And I don't care what mob it is. Now, obviously, everything in here just has 20% of normal health, but I do a lot of damage, especially when I crit. So I do that. I'm already up at 208. But the nice thing about the sword, and here's why I really wish I found the sword. Look at all the things that die. Sweeping edge, right? It does all this damage with everything else. I'm already at 221. Go around, pick everything up. Like I said when I was originally building this and had this idea, it's a very good idea to set up filters. Everything in here is being voided. Everything in here is being voided. The only thing I'm not voiding, netherite scraps, cinder essences, the gems, and then armor. Now, armor from a spawned mob cannot be like this. It can't be apotheoso armor. It can only, or apotheoso armor like this can only drop from naturally spawning mobs. That's a big deal. But what you can get is protection 2, blast protection, mana regen. There's that protection, mana regen. There's unbreaking. Don't really need that because none of my armor can break. So you start looking at a lot of these, and a lot of these you can just get spells. You can get enchants. And that's why I kind of watch and keep them and things like that. Because it's kind of nice. So I'm almost up at 250. Hey, there's 250. Let's see. So what we'll do is we'll stop at like 300. So that's a very vengeful spirit. I don't even know what the heck is going on there. But ooh, that's a first. I've never had a vengeful spirit like that spawn in. That's something. Hey, something new every day, right? Well, let's take a look at what we got. Protection, fire protection, nothing, fire protection, feather fallen. And if none of them are needed, you just accept them all and throw them away. But you also get backpacks, and the cool thing is sometimes the backpacks actually have useful gear. I have so many backpacks, I don't actually keep the backpacks anymore. Unless it was like, for some reason I got like, hey, here's a gold backpack or a larger backpack. I'm like, no, I'm good. Let's see. I don't know what those are for, but I'm going to keep a couple. Okay, nothing else needed there. We'll open the garbage. And there we go. You take the items you want. Okay. And I'll show you what I did for my gems, because I did do... Now, in all honesty, blaze rods, I could probably stop accepting those. Molten cores, probably stop accepting those. I have so many of those, it's not even funny. Blaze rods, I have over 12,000. Molten cores, I have over 1,100. But you know, hey, it's what I got. Let's see. I'm just gonna throw that away. So, with the gems, I don't keep anything below epic, or yeah, epic, legendary, perfect. Those are the only 3 levels I keep. The only reason I'm keeping these blue ones is these are unique. They don't come in other quality levels. So what I do, that one doesn't fit. And the weird thing is, so like Lunar Gem, right? That one, 4% cold damage or +4 cold damage. It's the exact same thing. It should stack there. Why doesn't it stack there? I have no idea. So what I do is I just go through and add all of these. That one didn't stack. That one was blue. Let's see. And there we go. Okay, so that one didn't stack because it was blue and it was blue. So blue, blue, blue. Don't know why that one didn't stack. Don't know why that one didn't stack. And what we're going to do is, if they don't stack, I dust them. Right now I have almost 700 gem dust. And that's specifically from this farm. So I have enough gem dust to make enough of any of the sigils or any things that I need or want from this mod pack. Hey, SDN12 mods. So it's all the mods 10. ATM 10 is the mod pack. And what mods am I using? Well, if you're asking what mods am I doing, the armor and the stuff like that, it's Apotheosa. So welcome to the chat. You know, hope you have a good time. But that's how you do the gems. And now I've already put the main gems in each of the swords or each of the weapons that I can. And that's the 70% crit damage, 50% crit chance. You can't get higher than that. There is no higher level of that one. If I could go above 50% crit chance on one gem, I absolutely would, but you can't. Because that is the perfect one. But I do have the higher level, right? So it's like, okay, do I want to try to make the sword better? Well, you know, 49, well, there's 6% crit chance that I can go with. 37%, you know, crit damage. There's 4% crit damage. Cleaving, enemy below max health. I don't really care about that one. That one doesn't do a lot for me. 7 damage nearby, doesn't really matter. The 55% chance to also hit up to 6 nearby enemies is nice. The reason I like that one is because that would apply my crit to those 6 nearby enemies. So if I'm in a group and I crit everybody. So cleaving's not bad. Caustic, that one is useless for me. So honestly, I want that top one right there. Slain enemies have a 5% chance to be a loot pinata. A loot pinata, max 6%, is it just literally like a pinata. When it goes off, it explodes and loot goes everywhere. It's awesome. That's what I want on that one. And ancient knowledge, I mean, that's cool. I don't get hit a ton, so you know, I don't know if I can have double loot pinata. If so, that would be amazing. Mob drops will teleport to you is kind of nice. I mean, it's not really needed, but other than that, I would just honestly leave it at more XP per kill. I don't really care about lucky. Um, see, I can't get the one. Oh, no, that's the one I want. Current HP damage. 18% current HP damage. So it does, on a crit, it does 18% of my current HP is damage. My current health right now is 72.34. That's a pretty good chunk that it does. Here, let me show you something. So if I come up here, okay, I got two guys right here. That top one, almost 1,000, 1,000 or 1,100. And then here's the ticks. So if it's still alive, they're, bleeding, tear, they continue to take damage. So that's the advantage of the sword, is you can put sweeping strikes on it. The advantage of the axe is it just does more blunt damage. It can. So there's 1,500. Oh no, that's 150, but it did over 1,100 on the one attack. So there's 221, there's 1,063, What I want is I want a higher percent crit chance, because every hit, there's 1023. Every single time I swing, I want it to be a crit. And technically, right now, my crit chance is at 109%. Well, in theory, okay, if it's over 100% crit chance, that should be a lot. But it's not, it's not every single time. So it's the axe is 109, this one's 104. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save my XP. Keep about 10 levels in there. And then, I'll just keep building it up. Now, one of the other things that you can do is you can make the next level of ancient knowledge. There is a higher level. I can use that one to make, nope, there we go. Potion of ancient knowledge 2. So I just take 3 potions, add another bottle of enchanting. Easy recipe. And that gets me plus 1,600 XP for a minute. That's a lot. When I do that, my experience per minute goes from the 1,100 up to like 3,200. It's absolutely insane. So that you just stand in that room, go swack, 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 swack. You just, start killing as many mobs as possible. And it works really, 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 really well. So there's that one. But what else do I need / want to do? I'd like to move a lot of this stuff downstairs. I'd like to finish my bookshelf. I've been to the end. I've been to those, so I can, look at making some of the other ones. I can actually make seashells because I have fish essence and we have prismarine essence. So, if I'm following the path for the library, it's somewhere down here. Here we go. I did that one. Well, I need to do this one. So I need to make a sea shelf. Okay. That I can actually make now. And I can continue my path to get the best enchanting setup. But the other nice thing is I can get the Library of Alexandria, so I can hold more levels, do more things like that. It's probably one of the best blocks that's been added to the game. So I want to do that. While we're here, you know what? I should really just like go and complete the Twilight Forest, because that really would not take much, especially with the gear that we have. The different bosses and different things like that would be like one hitting. Okay, we're gonna keep that because apparently in this mod pack I can make this soul extractor. The first time I tried it, it was you couldn't make it, so I couldn't get past here. So and apparently you got to do this to do the ATM star. So I figure, you know what? We'll try it. Oh, apparently I found a tablet of summon wielded. I'd like to go through and make the higher level spell books. You know, I now have the gear for that. The Archmage spellbook. I have the gear. I have all of this for. I could probably make a tribute. I'd have to summon the whatever to do it. I don't know. I've never done that one. So, you know, it'd be something to do. Let's see here. Xcraft. Yay, we have the seeds. The Matacraft. I think we just pick some of this up. So there's that. Mechanism. Wonder if this is going to say I've completed. Hey, nope, it still says I have a quest. What that quest is, I have no idea. I don't see anything. Could be blind, but I don't really see anything. So, oh well. Must not be that important. Industrial forging. I made the fisher, which we should just go set that up. That's all I have to do with that one. So that's not a, hey, that's gonna take a whole lot. Hostile networks. Okay, so I did some work with the hostile networks. We now have a 100% Enderman, a Weather Skeleton, the Creeper, the Wither prediction, or we have the Wither, we have the Slime. Why don't I have a 100% Blaze? That doesn't make sense. Blaze, self-aware, 100%. Oh, because I've not actually made a prediction yet. That's why. But I have 100% Blaze. You know, technically I could Warden, Spiders, Squid, Gas would be nice. But we'll work on that. Applied Energistics, yes, I'm making more. I'm gonna be getting through a lot of this. We're gonna get into matter condensers and different things like that. The growth accelerators, you know, we'll be working on that. The auto crafting, I'll be doing a lot of that, which means the molecular assembler, crafting monitor, storage. I don't really care about these. I've never really done these. those you can just make copy things, and it's kind of a weird part of it. Capacity card, mostly speaking cards. Yeah, trying to, get into some of this. So a lot of the stuff that we're going to get into isn't even on this, you know. We can go through this and start doing kind of a lot of these just to get the experience, but we're kind of done with those. So we did the linking tool because I built all of that, and I can show you that. Let's see, anything else? We have the controller. There we go. Okay, while I'm thinking about it, let's show you this real quick because it's right up here. So this dimensional chest is on the farm. It's where all of the essences are coming into, and it's pumping into the controller. There's just the inferium, but here's all of the essences that we have. And, I've got 300 of some, I've got 3K of some. We're slowly working on it. Compacting drawers over here, so all of the metals, the diamonds, emeralds, things like that. The nice thing about having them in here is in the ME, if I put a pattern in that calls for gold nuggets, I no longer have to put an ingot in there, create the nuggets to do it. Being a crafting, it'll automatically pull out the nuggets. So it's kind of a nice thing. So there is that. Let's see, what do we have up here? Nothing. Yeah, that's not bad. But nothing crazy. We have the linking tool, we have the locking tool, so this makes things kind of nice and neat. Okay, let's finish this off real quick, see what else. Oh, I was like, what else am I missing down here? There's that. Relics, what new? Oh, I got the Elytra relic. Still haven't gotten the one I want. The Elytra boost relic. I want the midnight robe. Basic tools. Okay. Let's see. There's the solium, steel. No really big things. We got those as rewards. Got a lot more in here, but as we've said before, these get you plus levels. I hold on to those. Artifacts. I believe I'm missing a thorn pendant and a charm. Really? I don't have a charm of that one? And a scarf of invisibility. The scarf of invisibility would be nice. That makes it to where you can just walk around and not get attacked by as many mobs. I did get the Strider boots. So I only need just a small handful of items and I'll be done with this one. It says there's one more. No. Got that. Oh, I also need a cross necklace. And the fire gauntlets, okay. Maybe I need a few more than I thought. Course belt. Which one is it? Oh, coming up top. Yeah, I did finally find a snorkel. So I know that was one of the helmets that I was missing. Apotheoso is just that. Okay. What else? Oh, Arrow of Wither. Interesting. Oh, shoot. That was +1 level. That was a huge waste. We've been to the other. Doesn't really take a lot. You can start getting unobtainium smithing templates in the libraries there. You start getting unobtainium in the end. So, you know, there's those two. Building tips. So one of the easiest things to do, and I'll show you this in just a moment. There are a lot of recipes that actually call for some color of dye. You know, there's actually quite a bit of them. So making a dye seed, especially early on, is very helpful because you just make whatever color of dye you want and however many of them you want, and you don't really have to worry about anything. That one is going to annoy me, but you know what? Oh well. Other than that, nope, I think that's everything. Okay. Refined obsidian's not bad. Another mining gadget, yay. Okay. Add that to the list. Okay, we're going to go up 1 level. Oh, actually, we're going to go down. Oh, I thought, well, here, let's do this. Let's, okay, that one didn't fit. You know what, I honestly don't care. If it's a blue one, I have so much of the gem dust, not really worried about it. Come up here. More levels of sharpness in this quiver, more levels of sharpness. So there's that. All right. Got the second layer of pedestals down. If you're trying to save room in yours, if you offset it whichever direction by 1 square, you can have everything set up pretty much side by side. Makes it extremely easy to differentiate it. You can, a lot of times I see a button here and a button over there. That way you don't hit the wrong one or things like that. But when you're standing on one, let's say I want to do that one, you just have to make sure that you put them on the right pedestal. Now, as far as the essences, I prefer to have the box underneath. So what you do is, let's see here. Essence. I'm going to take a couple water. There's 6. And then the last one is earth. There's fire, water, air, and earth. Okay. Didn't have that many earth ones yet. It'll just keep going in because it can't pull the last one out of there. But what you do is, okay, so this is Earth, and it will just automatically fill everything. So as you use it, it'll just refill it. Makes it so nice. Okay. So now if I come up here, there's 40, 36, 40, 40, and 40. If you want, so if you're going to be doing a lot of crafting and you have a lot of essence in there, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put upgrades. You can go tier 1, tier 2, just depends on how much you need. And then those will always be full. Some, things that you use take 5 essence each, some take 30 essence each. It just depends on what you're making. So there's that one. Anything new, fun, and exciting up here? Nope. Let's see. That in there. Okay, so that was pretty much that. I want to go put this up. And if I'm not mistaken, all I need is power. Okay. So what's the best? Because if I'm not mistaken on that, I think it's just got to be in a 9 block of water. But I know for a fact I need a fishing pole. And while I'm on that, I can't do that because I've not gotten it yet, but I can go diamond, gold, iron, because I already did that one. Okay. Can you... Oh, you can make these. Because that's unbreakable. And I know for a fact that those break. But I don't really think I care. Let's see here. not mistaken, that's all it needs. Oops. Like that. I think so. Let's take a look. Oh, you need 4. Of course you need 4. I think I only need 4 more. Let's go pipe. Okay. We're gonna go there, there, and then there, and oh, that's it. Okay. Okay, it's got power. Oh yeah, and that's it. Don't even need fishing pole. It just starts fishing. As long as there's water underneath it. So every time this comes down, uses 5,000 FE per, it just picks up a fish. That's it. That's all it does. You know, it's like, oh, okay. So yeah, if you have the power and you need fish for anything, this gets pretty much all of them. Now, one of the other things that it can get, and this is where a lot of people get, you know, is it'll get books, it'll get different things like that. So it can get a lot of different things. But I've got to step away for a second, so I will be right back. Alrighty then. Oh, sorry about that. My dog apparently got into something that did not set well with him, and he threw up all over the floors. So, great. Back just in time for the server to restart. So, hope everybody's having a good start to their weekend. Hope you were all able to do something fun, exciting. If you lived in an area that has good weather, hope you were able to go out and enjoy it. Right now in the Pacific Northwest, it is pouring down rain and cold and dreary. Kind of stuffy though. So, yeah, it is what it is. We're kind of used to it. I know one of the things I'm considering doing is I'm looking at building my own monitor setup, and I may stream that. I don't know. The construction, the building, the stuff like that, how to do it. I currently have 4 monitors, my main one, and then 3, 2 off to the side, so forth and so on. And trying to find a mount that can support the monitors at the height I like, being able to rotate the ones I want to rotate or things like that, having them high enough off of the desk. None of them really work the way I want them to. So I may just kind of bite the bullet and build it out of extruded aluminum. I think that's going to be the best way to go. I think that's going to give me the options I want, lightweight stuff like that, but I still got to design it, how I'm going to attach it, things like that. But who knows? It might be kind of a fun thing. I don't know. Some people may like to see it. So we'll see. I've done computer modding and stuff like that in the past. I always build my own computers and such. So doing a monitor, making my own monitor mounts, I don't think should be that difficult. Okay, so back to this. Yeah, it's just one of those things that, not on the shells. Those are actually worth something. Yay, boots. That's useless. Driftwood, well, that's something new. But, if you need it, you just have it set up and have it go. I don't think I need anything from this. I actually don't need the bone. I don't need the algae, the wood. I will, put them in just to see if there's quests or if you get credit for them or anything like that. But pufferfish is nice. You use that one in the sea shelf books. So, it's kind of good to have those. But the rest of these are kind of meh. Especially since I have fish essence now, I don't really have to worry about it. So there is that. All right, let's just go ahead and pick something to start with. If Before I do that, though, I want to show y'all the farm. So you have growth accelerators, you have crystal resonance generators. These power these, every side that it touches makes it go faster. So like this one, you know, everything here in the middle, it goes really fast. We make a pretty good amount of essence. And then we have the rest of the farm that's just kind of making whatever right now. So ideally, I would have these in all of the spots. It does need to be on top like this, so these need to be next to the plant. You know, so it does have to be set up like you see here. And then ideally, we have the lily pad of fertility underneath it. That just makes everything above it grow faster. We made one of them as kind of a, let's see what we can, find the easiest way to do it. And we're gonna fill this entire thing with them. This thing's going to cook. So that is that. But let's go ahead and do this. So if we go into enchanting, okay, made that. I need to make a seashell. Okay. Let's make a seashell. I need prismarine bricks to do that. I need prismarine shards. Okay. Why don't I have prismarine shards? Okay. Enderman. Pretty sure prismarine is in there. Sulfur, redstone. Okay. Ironwood. Oh, prismarine is right there. What's over here? What is this one? It's coal. It's water. Azure silver. Okay, you know what? Oh, well, the reason those aren't getting picked up is I don't have a hoe in there. Okay. Well, let's fix that. Kind of take it one shot at a time, right? So I need 1, 2, 3. I need 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I didn't think so. actually. Down here. So, netherite, 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 aluminium. Okay, the reason aluminium is indestructible. It's just easier to do it from underneath. Okay, we'll put that there. There's one there. One there, and okay, one there. So there's a hoe in all of them. There we go. So apparently I don't have those 3 essences upstairs. But what I would like to do you know what, I'm not going to change out the seeds to make those in the faster category just because I don't think it's needed. But if I haven't put these in here, let's see, let's look around. I don't see aluminum. I don't see diamond. And then vibrant alloy. I do not see. Okay, it's weird because I see 2 slimes, so I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. But as of right now, it is what it is. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna let that go. Lockbox. Box. Okay. Don't think I need any of that, but you know what? Hey, whatever. So, in all honesty, probably what I'll do is once this fills up again, I'm probably going to just turn it off. Unless I need it for something. I don't know what that something would be, but unless I need it for something, I don't really need it per se. Let's go to the end. You know what? We're gonna go to the end. We're gonna go and kill some things. We're gonna see if we can find some unobtainium, which we have the pickaxe to use. We're going to see what else we can find. I don't even know what that is. I don't even, this is the beyond. Don't even know what that is, but you know what, whatever. This is a town. Oh, that's bamboo. Okay, this is the other. Whoa, what the heck? Man, Man, these birds are vicious. Yeah, the other is not a place to come if you don't have... I would say if you don't have flight, at minimum, you need flight. Because if you have flight, then that means you have other things like armor and stuff like that. Otherwise, this is not the place that you want to be playing. Everything... Oh, there's a... Yeah, I found a dragon area here. The new update added fire and ice into this, which adds dragons. Be careful. They're nasty. They're mean. But it's... If you don't have the armor and flight and things like that, then you are not ready for this place. What the ever loving... Those just go through everything. Like, I'm standing, within, I guess it's bushes, but still, holy jeebers. What is that? So that's gravel. I don't know what that effect is. And there's bedrock around it, which is weird. Okay, that's just weird. I don't know what that is. I'll play with that at a later time. Okay, this is a ship on something. Oh, they're annoying. And I have... See, that's... I like the damage of the axe, but the AoE of the sword with that is just so beneficial. Seriously, dude. They're not very nice. I know there's another one up there, but I want to see. Yep. There's one over here first. Wow, that thing hits hard. I hit harder. Okay, is anything worth anything? Nope, not in that one. Nope. Nope. Okay, this ship kind of sucks. There's a lot of wool. I mean, you can get a lot of wool from here. I'm curious. Gold blocks. Blaze gold. Yeah. I've started getting a lot more into potions. So you can make some really cool stuff with potions, but these ships are kind of blah. What the heck is that? That is a dragon? Yep, that's a dragon. Okay, so how do you get a dragon? You have to do it with an empty hand, but that may be bugged out, so yeah, I don't need it. Yeah, you have to do it with an empty hand. You don't do it with a tool, you don't do it with anything else. And you'll get like dragon wings, you'll get, you know, different things like that. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but it was one hit. That's just gold. Yeah. So, thus far, everything I've found in the other is been mighty underwhelming. See, that dragon was a full-fledged dragon, not even a wormling. And I just one-shot him. Yeah, my gear, I'm not really worried about. Believe it or not, I will take books. Because I used a lot of books with all of my enchants. Okay, so let's do this again. Go with nothing in my hand. And you just hold the right mouse button and you just collect everything. Dragon scales, dragon bones, dragon skulls. I have Blaze in here shooting at me. And all of this is actually silver. You know, so you can collect that. You can get silver, gold, things like that. But this isn't what this area is for. That might be what this area is for. That's worth going back to look, because I think that might be the trial. And let's see if this works. I was just holding the wrong button. Yep, I was just holding the wrong button. Okay. Yes, this is a trial. This is one of two reasons you come to the other. So yes, nothing here, like nothing in this entire dimension is friendly. Like even the trees would try to kill you. Oh, I'll take a block of another. It's like, yes, please. Yeah, you should have stayed down there, buddy. Okay. Now, this setup, so all of these spawners that I'm taking out are on both sides, or all four sides. So there's 4 of these that you have to clear. And this is just to get you used to, or get you accustomed to, what's going to happen as soon as you go all the way down. There are so many spawners once you start going down into the actual trial itself that it's not even funny. So to get to the trial itself, what you do, you just come to the middle and you go straight down here in the middle. And that will lead you into the trial. It's multiple levels. There are 1,000,001 Vindicators, because it just seems like that's all that spawns down there. You get lots of enchantments, lots of if you have a backpack, I definitely recommend a backpack with a stack upgrade. I definitely recommend a compacting upgrade. And for compacting, you set it to gold, aluminium, vibranium, and then you do the nuggets, you do the ingots. So it'll go from nuggets to ingots to blocks, because you will come out of there with lots and lots of blocks. Oh, hey, Cyclops. This is a mob from the Twilight Forest. What's he doing here? That's a little, it just, I don't get it. It seems a little weird. Yeah, the kind of like the lush caves, you know, in the overworld. You can find some of these that go on and are massive. But I'm looking for something specific. I'm looking, what the heck is that? I don't know what it is, but I wanted it dead and it died. Okay, I'm looking for a pyramid. I'll stay away from that dune looking thing. Hey, look at that, another Cyclops. Okay, so there's 2 reasons people come to the other. I don't know what the heck this thing is. I've never seen it before. It's a griffin. Well, it's dead. Okay. Interesting. I've never seen that. Ectoplasma. That's new. Hey, look, another griffin. Hey, look, there's another one down there. Hey, look, there's more things that want to kill me. Go figure. But I'm just looking for the pyramid. So that trial is the second most looked for thing in the. Oh, look, Cyclops. There's a lot of these Cyclops things. They don't really drop anything like really good, so whatever. The number one thing that people look for in the other is the piglet. Ooh, that's a huge hill. Wonder if it's empty. Hey, look, griffins. So the pyramid, extremely hard to miss. The thing is massive. That's a huge mountain. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you can see how high we had to come up to go over that thing. It's something. They have some cool blocks, some cool colors. You know, if you can come in with silk touch, whatever, and you know, if you're looking for blue, these soul leaves, kind of cool. I'll leave them just shooting their quills into the air. Oh, okay. This is cool. It's not a, oh, this is what people come in here for, but you can get a lot of loot in here. I recommend being very careful. You can get mobbed, literally like swamped in here, to where you get surrounded by mobs, and you know all it takes is one bad mistake of, oh shoot, you know, I dropped down too much, or I did this, or I didn't do that, or whatever the case may be, and you're dead. And with that, it's also they've I've seen it, and it's happened to me where it's been super hard to get your stuff back because they just keep spawning and keep, you know, basically keep you locked down. So it is definitely something to watch out for. I was gonna say, I don't know why I don't trust it. You know, I'm always looking for, okay, what's the, whoa, hey, there's a lot of well, here's where having AoE damage comes in handy. You do one and it kills, you know, 12 of them. But hey, there's a lot of things that you don't. Oh, what the heck? Those are piglins. Brutes. Okay. A lot of piglin brutes. Well, get them to all jump off the building because they're like that. And you kill most of them in one hit. That kills almost all of them. You just have to find the spawners. 3, there's 4. Okay. Um, so the question is, do you think that's all of the spawners? Well, I don't see any up top. But it's like, I don't know what else would be in there. So this entire section is new. There used to be a lot more chests in here. That is soul lava. That's worth it. I like that. All of this stone is going to be infected. Aha, there we go. Vibranium. That is why you come to this place. That's why you come to the other. I mean, ideally, you know, you come here for also the piglinch, but you come here for vibranium because there's a lot of it to be had here. Oh yay! Vindicators can all die a horrible death if you ask me. I don't care. I hate them. Their little flying vengeance spirits are trash. But there's no other, you know, I don't see any other really big or piles of chests or anything like that. But decent sized city. The other thing I don't really see is lava lakes. Let's see, how did we get in here? Oh, came this way. I think I started over here somewhere. Probably right here. There we go. So yeah, you can go and find those underground. You're gonna find that chest that I found that had the vibranium in it. So, you know, it had the vibranium nuggets, it had the gold, it had the books, it had the, you know, things like that. That's what you find in the trial, in the other. You find a lot of that, which, hey, you know, that's a good thing, right? That's kind of what you're looking for. What the heck is that? Great. Bird, now I'm getting bird skulls. More stuff to go through that I'll look at at a, you know, later time, but my bag is getting full because I did not set any, I don't have any filters set for the other. Yeah, when I'm in the other, if I'm like going to do the trial or something like that, I have a completely different set of filters because there's a lot of stuff that I just instantly delete, have scrubbed. You know, it's like, nope, not even gonna mess with it. It's not even worth looking at, so it just gets tossed. And I was not prepared because obviously my bags are extremely full. Okay, let's do this. Okay, there's that. So, still not what I'm looking for. I am still looking for a pyramid. Part of me is just expecting the entire thing to burst into flames or, something. Is this a little village? Well, I can hear a villager. Interesting. It is a village. Hmm. Um, that's where it came from. Okay, let's see which. I could always, I guess I could just pull out the compass and search for. Oh, hey, look at this. There's another dragon. It's kind of OP. Some of the most broke-ass dragons I think I've ever seen. Their hordes are horrible. Okay. Source. Ancient pyramid, I think, is what we're looking for in the other. Oh, that's actually not too terribly far away. I mean, if you couldn't fly and you were just running that way, yeah, that'd take you a very long time. This is the other reason that if you're in the other and you can't fly, chances are you probably shouldn't be here yet. I'm just saying. There's probably going to be people that look at that. Hey, let's see. Hello, looks like I just got rated from XOXO Loveless, which is awesome. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Anybody and everybody. Thank you for the raid. We're in the other, trying to find the pyramid. We're just about 1,000 blocks away from it right now. Hey, Loveless was like, I don't have many, but I'll bring a few, but I bring a few. Ooh, that is a siren. I wonder. So if you get too close to the siren, they do what a siren does. They actually start like hypnotizing you and pulling you in to, you know, closer to them. That's funny. Kill them from a distance. Okay. Oh. Soul fire. I would really like to find a big soul lava lake. Because that stuff burns hot, which means you can smelt stuff faster and easier. And yeah, before we get there, I am going to pull the deep learner out and hostile networks, and I don't have one built. That's easy. Okay, there we go. Because the number one mob that you come to the pyramid for is the piglich. Before Cataclysm, so before the mobs in this one, which can have like, where is he? The blacksmith can have like 48,000 hearts. So before this mob pack came in, the piglich was the mob that had the most health in the pack, and he's the most farmed mob with the most, or the he's the the farmed mob with the most health. I think I just killed Medusa. Okay. What the heck are they spawning? Not sure. Don't know what the redstone is, but you know, 9 times out of 10, when I see redstone on the ground, that's a trap. Oh, that was... Okay. I'm looking for spawners. And I'll take redstone blocks. Sticky pistons are good to have. I mean, I'm not gonna turn those down. Huh. Don't really think that was worth much. Let's see, there's that. Get rid of those. Shame. Not much here. It's kind of cool. Oh, been in one of those before. Never in the other though. I've always found that in the overworld. That's a trial area. You go in there and, you know, it spawns different mobs and you have to pretty much survive. It can be interesting. I'll take the head. I don't know what that's for, but it's a legendary weapon. I can make a banner out of it. Oh, it's one of those, I think that's, well, the Gorgon head, if I'm not mistaken. That should be a Medusa. I wonder if it just freezes people. Turns them into stone. Okay, this way to the pyramid. But, back to what I was saying before here we go. Okay, this is what people truly look for. There are a ton of... Have a good one, Loveless. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the, just hanging out, watching. And I hope you have a great night, man. There's a ton of spawners inside this thing. And it spawned inside of an ancient temple. That's new. That's a... Oh, crap. The hell was that? Yeah, apparently if it looks at you, it kills you. Thankfully, I can... It's interesting. Wow, that's... Okay, yeah, that just tapped me. I was not fast enough on that one. And if I didn't have a good XP farm, I would be rather upset that I lost the 190 some levels of XP. That would be upsetting to me. But since I do have that good XP farm, I'm not nearly as worried about it. Should I still be out exploring and rolling around with, 200 levels of XP on me? Probably not. I don't care. I mean, unless you're running quantum armor and everything and pretty much indestructible. Even then, I don't know if they would kill you. They would one-shot you. That'd be an interesting... It'd be an interesting experiment. So... You can mine this. It takes forever. And actually you may not be able to. Nope. They have it locked. I wonder. I want to just double check. Nope, this isn't claimed by anybody. I know some of this stuff. There you go. I know some of it you can mine. And then apparently some of it you cannot. So it's just for decorative. Okay. Yeah, you can die. Wonder how much... Ooh, look at that. That's a good interference for that. There's a lot of things in there that really do not like you. Again, AoE is a good thing. I think I'm poisoned, which is kind of stupid on my part, because I should just put the ring on that says I can't be poisoned. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Poison's gone. I'm probably going to keep that one on. Just if they're going to keep trying to poison me. Okay, so here's why you do it. 46 nuggets of allomodium, 9 of their, purple, orange. So you have epic, you have that. I mean, look at how many emeralds you're going to get. And this is just in one chest. Allomodium. Tons and tons of materials. Already killed the one in here. Excuse me. Let's see. Yeah. So this, and not being able to mine it, is one of the reasons, and my build partner and I have tried it many times. Judge Soul have tried it to just use a miner, use the builder and just mine everything up. It hits this block and stops because it can't mine it. So it's one of those things. It's like, well, that's why you can't. So like the trials, if I could put a builder through the trials, I'd do it in a heartbeat, because the builder can pick up spawners. I don't care. It would stop at all of the chests. I haven't figured out a way to get it to just bypass the chest and just leave them, to ignore them or skip them or do whatever. That would be amazing, but it can't mine this block. So it's useless. Okay, let's see here. I already have 100 nuggets of allomodium and 13 nuggets of vibranium. Now, the reason you collect these books is look at the levels of these. They're like max level almost. You start putting those into your library and you now have max level enchants on all of your gear. I need to get the enchant that doesn't give me a penalty for mining while flying. I actually don't have that one yet. And the reason I'm taking these is, again, one, most of the stuff's netherite, okay. But look at the enchants that are on this. Okay. Yeah, upstairs, there's like a room that has 12 spawners in it. That's, yeah, it's kind of a meat grinder. I'm trying to find where I came in, because it was on one of these. There we go. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to look and see if the pigletch has spawned, because you can usually find them on the outside of the pyramid. Interesting. I'm gonna come stand up here for just a second, and let's take a look at something. Okay, so I'm gonna do all of that. Okay, there's that. Let's see, can I turn that one into this one? Yes, I can. Don't really care about the emeralds, but let's see what this does. Okay, I want gold. Then I want gold, so I'm going to make blocks. Okay, so as far as gold goes, $103 blocks of gold. This is why I say get yourself a compacting upgrade. You're gonna thank me for it later. So there's that one. Next, we're gonna do diamonds. 45 blocks of diamonds. Okay. We're gonna do emeralds. Even though I put some back in already. 27 blocks of emeralds. All Imodium. Love this one. Let's see here. I'm just seeing if there's anything else in there. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of a couple of these blocks. Don't need those. That. Okay. So, next thing we're going to add is all the Imodium. I just got 23... or I just got 2 blocks, 5, ingots. Still a good chunk. Then I'm going to add vibranium. So I got 6 vibranium ingots for just a couple of those chests. Not bad. There's so many mobs spawning below me. Let's see, where are you? I guess I may have to actually go in and see if I can find one. I try to take out every single spawner I can, just because. Here, I'm just going to do this. The less mobs I have spawning, the less things I have trying to kill me. And in an area where every mob is trying to kill me, that's a good thing. We're just going to keep stacking these in there to show how much stuff we can actually get. Okay, I'm gonna stay here for just a second. We're gonna try something. Don't know what the heck that was. There's dragon scales. Yeah, the books take up a lot of your inventory space. I would, unless you have a just maxed out set and you don't care about the enchants, I mean, if you don't care at all, then I would definitely recommend picking up the books because they give you such high levels of the enchants. They're amazing. It's one of the best ways to get your enchants maxed. Especially where you don't have to spend or, spend anything. Okay, let's see. Okay. That. I'm gonna have to go and pull all the stuff out that I put in. Because it honestly shouldn't be in there. But, hey. White wool. Okay. There we go. So, what I want is I'm going to do it this way. There's diamonds, gold, redstone, vibranium. Okay. Not a bad haul right now for, plus I'm back up to 97 levels of XP. That's not bad after dying and losing all my XP. That's not bad at all. And if you need spawners, oh, this is a perfect place to come. Come here with Silk Touch, just pick up all the spawners, call it a day. You'll have so many spawners, it's not even funny. So one of the things, and again, I haven't found it yet, but that cloak that I want, you can come through here, and there's a lot of this area where they can't even kind of notice you because there's no light. If you look at F7, so anytime I would be in this area, mobs couldn't even see me. Yellow, they would start to see me. But the reason this is yellow is because these and the trees produce light. So if you really want it gone to make it better, you just remove them as you go. So as you're clearing the area, you just put it down. Now the other thing that you could do, if you want to go the opposite to prevent mobs from spawning, you just keep putting lanterns down. The higher the light level, they can't spawn. Definitely pick up that XP. So this is just another corridor. That goes like that. That goes up there like that. Now, the other thing is, remember, parties, teams, right? So if I clear this, if you teleported to me, you could just run around and go to every single one of these chests that I've already cleared, and I've already, the first floor that I've cleared, and just start grabbing loot. Gonna be up here. There are so many spawners here. And then there's even more up top. So what you can do, go downstairs, kill him, kill the midget. Oh, you can't? Okay. That makes it so much easier. You can vein mine spawners. That makes it a lot easier when you have a super efficient max level pickaxe. Just putting in the things I want to keep. Let's take out all of the rest and send that back. That goes there, and then there we go. Okay, so that's let's do this. Move that there. I'm just putting them in order of essentially value. So 185 blocks of gold, you know. Sorry. AoE kill, AoE kill. Nice thing is all of the people can't come in here because the block height. So you can stand here and you can clear some of this out, you know, from a standpoint or from a good little ways off. And then do that. And then what you do is you just kind of bounce out. You go over here to the other side. And make sure, you know, you're healed. That's a little bit of health. Or saturation, I should say. And then I come up here. I take out this one. Take out, you know, a little mini me. And then I can come in here and start this until those are all done, and then theirs are all done. So that should be all of the spawners. There's still some mobs underneath us, but up here, that's all of the spawners. I think. Oh, I think I missed one. Nope. So there's that one done. Let's go check this corner. Okay. That should be all the spawners. So now I come in here. Let's take 4 blocks of netherite. Thank you very much. Just going to put everything in here real quick. I just want to pick these up real fast. Okay. The weird thing is, there's no pigletch, which there should be. Let's turn that off just to give us better. Ah, there's one. Okay. $9,000 health. That's a lot of health. Put this. I don't know what abilities he has. Let's see here. Okay. And huh. Huh. That's a little worrisome. What did I do with my deep learner? Apparently, I'm gonna have to make a new one, which I really don't want to. Okay, I have to kill 6 of these guys to go up to basic. Well, I think my mimic stuff is just gone. That's fun. Okay. 10,000 hearts. Eh, 4 hits. Not bad. Not shabby, right? I just killed something. Oh, that's right. Oh, that makes me feel so much better. Okay, when you die, it automatically adds it to the spot. That actually makes me feel a lot better because I did not remember to look there. I thought I just lost the mimic data that I had. I almost have it in. Okay. Oops. Okay, I don't think my sword is doing the damage that my axe, like I said. My axe, yeah, my axe just does so much more actual damage, but my sword does AoE damage. See, 2 hits and he's half dead. Yeah, he's just down. I mean, that just. This thing's not even. My axe is not even maxed. You all can just die. 2 more and it's no longer faulty. So 2 more and I can have it run itself. Fail the majority of the time, but you know, I no longer have to go after him. Hey, you unlucky person. That last hit just did 3,000 damage. And again, my axe isn't even maxed. It's just nuts. Okay, what I'm gonna do... Hey, look at that, pigledge. There we go. There's that. We're gonna put a waystone here. Other pig. That way I can just teleport right back to this. I need one more for it to not be basic. There we go. Okay. So it's basic. Great. Come home. Get rid of that stuff. So, in that one pyramid, 74 blocks of diamond, 70 blocks of emerald, 29 blocks of redstone, 1 block of vibranium, 5 blocks of aluminium, and 220 blocks of gold. That's a lot of materials. So yeah, you know, when you just all of a sudden put that into your system, great, you know, you start trying to upgrade. Now it's like, oh, I want to upgrade to more aluminium stuff. I want to upgrade. Okay. I don't need as much. 156, ingots, 1,400 nuggets. That's nuts. That's a lot. Oops. We'll show that later. We're not to that yet. Okay. So this is full. Okay, what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to take the power. So if it farms something that's already in here, great. If it doesn't, I think it'll just destroy it, but it'll run out of power, and I don't really care. The knot of the shells are kind of the only thing in here worth, like this saddle, not worth anything. Tripwire, not worth anything. Lily pads are worth something. They're okay. But everything else is just kind of meh. Okay, let's look at all of these spells. Smash attacks launch the user back into the air. Ricochet. Sanctified deals holy damage and slightly regenerates health on hitting. Oh, okay. Increases the attack damage of the Chain of Souls. Ruthless Strike, which I have on mine. I have Ruthless Strike IX. You know, that takes it to IX. I don't know what the highest level of that one is, but Spectral Conjurer, Sanctified, Breach, Looting, Magic Siphon, you know, these are like high levels of this stuff. Okay, and let's try. Okay, Ruthless Strike. Right. Highest level, yeah. So the highest level of Ruthless Strike is IX. The reason I know that is we have 678 points of it shared. Let's see, there's 804. So it's just how you max out the enchants that you can put on all of your gear without having to spend a single XP point, without having to, you know, because to make, so backstep, you start with level 1, so you have to make 2 level 1s, merge those to make a level 2. Well, okay, then you make another 2 level 1s to make another level 2, and you merge those and it makes 2 level 3, so forth and so on. You keep stacking those up that way. That's how you get higher level of enchanting books. Well, every time you combine 2 books, it takes XP. Every time you know, so when you're doing it that way, it's just a slog. Now I just have like wool received is doubled, but the sheep takes damage. Interesting. So one of the best machines there is. Now as far as, oh, this ain't gonna be good. I have 13 books left. That's just great. Okay, we're going to see what we can do to make books. Nothing, because I don't have paper. Death tone prediction? Didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, I've got to find a death tome. And then that's kind of cool. It just makes oh, I can actually, sheesh, I can get 32 pieces of paper, or one of them just gets me 16 books. That's kind of cool. Did not know that was a thing. But what we would do, okay, here's all the helms that we got. So there's 3, 5, 7, 11, 12, there's 14. I don't have enough books to pull all of these off. But what you do, and with this setup, the machine is just going to suck them in. It's going to pull each of the enchantments off of it. Enchantments go into there. Normal material goes into here. And then you can do whatever you want with it. Most of the time, I'm going to disassemble it, salvage it. But, okay, I brought a lot of chests. Okay, there's that. Let's see here. And yeah, I'm out of books, so that's what it's waiting for. Now the one to, if you really want, look at the amount of swords I found. You know, a few of them were you know, the Apotheosa one has all maxed stuff on it. Yeah, that's why you do it. Okay. So I wonder. let's try something. Paper. Sawdust. Okay. Healthcare. Rice. Sugar cane. You know, I can just make sugar cane. Oh, oops. That was a waste. Essence. How much do I have? Oh, I've got like 4,000 of that paper or that essence. Okay, let's do this, and this. Gotta love mystical agriculture. Okay, so we did all of that. Okay. Nice thing is I have cow essence. And actually, I think, yeah, you can do hog skin, which I also have. I think you can use rabbit skin or, you know, rabbit whatever as well. But, you know, another stack so of books. And it just chugs along. Then what you do is you come over here and go, okay. So the cool thing about netherite is if you bring it down here, all of this netherite stuff gives you, so I'm going to get between 0 and 12 netherite scraps. Otherwise, I'm just going to throw these things away. They're useless to me. Oh, I just got 5 more netherite scraps. Okay. Well, it's not nothing. I mean, it's not great, but, you know, that's a netherite bar for stuff that I was going to throw away anyway. And then, with this stuff, you know, you do the same thing. And, you know, you could sit there and go, okay, is any of this worth anything? At the level that you would be doing what I'm doing, pretty much you're looking at this level or above. Or, well, I mean, you could, sometimes this stuff's better, but most of the time it's this stuff. You know, So I'm getting 3 to 12 Godforge pearls. Okay. you just make sure you have your stack up great, you know. I have 146 levels. So right now, what I'm going to do is I need there's those. Okay. And the reason I need so many is he's on a basic tier. I get 4 units per kill. So, you know, in 12, so 12 of these, I need 12 kills to get him up there. Model accuracy is only 0.05. So like 90% of these are going to fail. Let's see, loaded from chip memory and failed. So wait for the results. I don't know why you have to wait so long for the results after it failed, but it did. So now it's data collected, 1 of 48. So if I go kill them, I get 4 points for everyone I kill. For everyone that fails, you get 1 point. So if it succeeds, it'll give me 4 points. If it fails, it'll give me 1 point. So this stack of 64 may get me to, well, it will get me to the next level. That's it. That's, a lot of these are just going to get, or fail and get nothing. So I'm just going to keep this thing going until it maxes out. Okay, the ghast is still faulty. So faulty means I can't put it in the system. It has to be basic. So I have to go kill 5 more ghasts before I can basically do the same thing. I wish I could get like a spawn egg of ghasts, but you can't. And the mimics. It's still faulty. I need to find 3 more mimics. And then once I do that, I'll come back and do the same thing with the mimics. And I'll, you know, just max level it. Yay, I've gotten 4 fails. That's how long it's taken. 5 fail. Oh, no. Hey, look at that. I got 1 success. So if I take this, go like this, gets me this. Do I need these? No, not really. Not right this second, at least. But that's what you get. So that's how that works. I'll deposit all of those levels. Yeah. Alrighty then. I feel like I didn't really do much of anything. I'd like to get this base, like at least the walls, not just open cave. I'd like to get this section built and kind of done. So the problem is I can't take any of this because I have too much of this. Oh yeah, I just need to redesign. This entire area is a cluster blah. It is foobarred and messy, and I hate it. I think I'm gonna make my new ME system down here, and I may just make it right here in the middle. The controllers, it's gonna be like 5 by 5 by 5. And then, because I only have one available side right now for to add something. Well, I need to add wireless, I need to add more machines, I need to add more channels. Yeah. These are the things that go through my head at, 11 o'clock at night. On that note, I'm going to call it a night. I don't even know what we're cooking in here. Unlimited hydrogen that we really don't need anymore. There's a crusher, metal confuser. We have 102 vibranium ingots. That's a lot of ingots. I don't know why everything is going in here and not downstairs. I'm gonna have to figure that out. See, one thing leads to another, which leads to another, which leads to another, which leads to a headache. Anyway, I hope you all have an amazing night. I'm not I'll probably be on at some point tomorrow. Yeah, I hope you have a great night. Be good to yourself, be kind, be good to somebody else. You never know how that's going to affect somebody. You know, costs nothing to be nice. And it could be, the difference that somebody really, really needs. So, yeah, on that note, y'all have an amazing night. I wish y'all well. Take it easy.